Imagine this. You finally booked your dream trip to Europe. You picture yourself walking through the romantic streets of Paris, riding a gondola in Venice, or standing under the northern lights in Norway. The excitement is overwhelming, but here is a truth that many travelers discover too late. Their dream trip does not turn out the way they expected, not because Europe itself is disappointing, but because they made avoidable mistakes. These mistakes waste money, time, and energy, and can turn an amazing adventure into a stressful disaster. Today, I am going to share with you the 10 biggest travel mistakes that can ruin your European trip, and how you can make sure your journey is unforgettable for all the right reasons. The first mistake is trying to see too much in too little time. Europe may look small on a map, but distances are bigger than they seem, and every country has so much to explore. Many first-time travelers try to squeeze 5 or even 10 countries into one short week. Instead of enjoying each destination, they spend most of their time rushing through airports and train stations. The result is exhaustion and very little memory of the actual cities they visited. A better way to travel is to slow down, spend several days in one city. Get to know the streets, the food, and the culture. Fewer destinations experienced deeply will give you a far richer and happier trip than rushing through too many. The second mistake is ignoring local culture and customs. Every European country has traditions that locals value deeply. For example, in France, it is polite to greet a shopkeeper when you walk into a store. In Italy, it is respectful to cover your shoulders when entering a church. Small details like these may seem minor, but if you ignore them, you may unintentionally appear rude. A simple solution is to learn a few key words in the local language and read up on cultural basics before you go. Locals really appreciate the effort, and you will feel more connected to the places you visit. The third mistake is not validating your train or bus ticket. This one surprises many tourists. In several European countries like Italy and Germany, it is not enough to just buy a ticket. You have to stamp it in a small machine before boarding. If you forget, you could face a fine on the spot, even if you are a tourist, and even if you did not know the rule. To avoid this stress, always look for a validation machine at the station and check the local rules before you ride. The fourth mistake is overpacking. It is tempting to bring lots of clothes and shoes, but Europe's cobblestone streets, crowded public transportation, and small hotel elevators make heavy suitcases a nightmare. Dragging large bags across uneven streets quickly becomes exhausting. Traveling light with one easy-to-carry bag will make your trip far more enjoyable. You will move faster, avoid extra baggage fees, and have less stress every time you check in and check out. The fifth mistake is only eating near tourist attractions. Restaurants that sit directly next to landmarks may look convenient, but they are often overpriced, and the food is not very authentic. If you walk just a few blocks away from the crowds, you will find family-run cafes and local restaurants where the food is fresher, cheaper, and much more delicious. Not only will you save money, but you will also taste the true flavors of the country. The sixth mistake is forgetting about pickpockets. Some of the most beautiful cities in Europe also have some of the most skilled pickpockets. Places like Barcelona, Rome, and Paris are known for thieves who target distracted tourists in crowded areas. If you are carrying your wallet in your back pocket or leaving your bag open, you are making yourself a target. Always use a money belt, crossbody bag, or secure backpack, and keep your valuables close. Stay alert in busy places like train stations, plazas, or metro lines. Losing your passport or wallet can instantly ruin your trip, so protect them carefully. The seventh mistake is not booking tickets in advance for major attractions. Famous sites like the Eiffel Tower in Paris, the Vatican museums in Rome, and the Anne Frank House in Amsterdam often sell out days or weeks ahead of time. Many travelers arrive expecting to buy a ticket at the entrance, only to find out that they cannot get in at all. By planning ahead and booking online, you can skip the long lines and guarantee your entry. A little preparation will save hours of waiting and disappointment. The 8th mistake is ignoring local transportation passes. Many European cities offer special passes that cover unlimited rides on buses, trams, and metros for a certain number of days. Tourists who buy single tickets for every ride often pay much more than necessary. For example, in cities like Vienna or Prague, a transportation card can save you a lot of money and make your trip smoother. Instead of worrying about buying tickets every time you ride, you can just hop on and go. The 9th mistake is assuming that all of Europe uses the same currency. While many countries do use the euro, some of the most popular destinations have their own money. The United Kingdom uses pounds, Switzerland uses francs, and countries in Eastern Europe may use their own local currencies. If you do not check this in advance, you might face confusion at shops or pay high fees when exchanging money. Always know what currency your destination uses and consider bringing a card with no foreign transaction fees to save money. The 10th mistake is forgetting to respect local rules and quiet hours. In many European neighborhoods, especially in smaller towns, people value peace and quiet at night. Tourists who make too much noise or disturb the area can quickly create tension with locals. Similarly, rules about recycling and cleanliness are taken seriously in many countries like Germany and Switzerland. As a visitor, it is important to follow these rules to show respect. Remember, you are not just passing through landmarks, but staying in people's communities. These 10 mistakes may seem simple, but they can ruin the excitement of your trip if you do not prepare. By avoiding them, you will save time, protect your money, and gain a richer and more authentic travel experience. Europe is full of beauty and history, waiting to be discovered. With a little planning and awareness, you can make sure your trip is the dream adventure you always imagined. So travel smart, respect the culture, and enjoy every moment of your European journey.